I feel like we just broke up. I feel like it's been too long. I feel like I betrayed you guys, and I'm that person that broke up with you, and I'm just showing up at your door again like, hey, hello, how are you? Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, or should I say welcome back, Karen. I cannot believe it has been 1 month since I have filmed a makeup tutorial, and I am so incredibly sorry about that. If you guys watch my recent vlog, you will know what I have been up to the past few weeks, where I've been and why I was MIA. So if you guys want to know what I've been up to, go ahead and watch that vlog. But if you guys do know, now you know, I'm back, I'm here to stay, and we're not taking any more breaks after this. So today's makeup video is gonna be all about this look right here. We got a lot of color going on, and I am loving it. I was actually inspired by Kissa. She originally did this look right here. It's a little deeper than mine, but she's originally what inspired me to do this look, and we are both wearing Palma on our eyes. So I did add my own little twist. I did a little more orange, made it more of a cut crease, while hers is more of a smoky eye. She has purples, a darker color in the crease, and then the Palma in the middle. So before we get started with the video, as always, be sure you are subscribed, be sure to like this video, and leave me a comment down below. And without further ado, let's get this look started. And I'm missing a nail, by the way. I'm gonna go in with the new shadow base today. This is the Nars Tinted Smudge Proof Eyeshadow Base. And personally, to me, that's the kind of base that I like. I like something that can camouflage any kind of discoloration, that can hide any kind of stray hairs. They can really just diminish all my little freckles on my eyelid. Now I'm gonna go in with this large shadow brush from Dose of Colors and just pack it onto the lid. And now with this smaller mini shading brush, I'm gonna grab my concealer and I'm gonna do a brow cleanup. What a difference a little brow cleanup does. I feel like it just shapes out my brows so much better. All right, I'm gonna go back in with that shading brush, and I'm going to just kind of pack everything in together just to make sure the concealer blends in with the base, which is really nice that it does. By the way, this is like my new jam at Starbucks. This is the Grande Cold Brew with coconut milk, sugar-free vanilla, and 1 scoop of vanilla bean powder. It tastes so good, and it's 60 calories. So now that the shadow base is on, we're going to go ahead and move on to the eye makeup. And I'm sorry, I know some of you guys might hate me for this, but there are multiple products in this video. 3 different eyeshadows and another shadow base we're going to be using. But that's what creates the whole like multi-dimension. So I apologize for that in advance. So I'm going to jump in first with the Louise eyeshadow palette. I'm going to go in with the shade Sunkissed right here, which is a matte orange shade, and the Smith 235 blending brush. And normally I like to go all the way across, but today we're going to focus this color mainly on the outer part of my eye. So I'm going to start this right above the brow bone. And I'm going to do my best efforts just to blend this out in circular motion, kind of just extending the shade out. Add a little more again. Now I'm going to go in with my eyeshadow palette with Dose of Colors, and I'm going to be using the shade Loungy, which is a lighter peach, but we're just going to go ahead and dust this across Sunkissed. And I'm taking this in with like a clean blending brush. Anything that's fluffy will work great for this. I'm going to do this mainly on the outskirts, and then roll it in. I'm going to jump back into the shadows a little later. I'm next going to go in with the NYX Midnight Chaos palette, jumping into this purple eyeshadow right here. And I'm going to go in with a small blending brush. This is the Morphe M506. It's one of my favorite blending brushes. And this eyeshadow is going to go mainly on the outer corner of my eye. We're not going to take it all the way in, just kind of halfway. I'm actually really impressed with the payoff in this purple eyeshadow. I feel like purple is one of the eyeshadows I have the hardest time finding, especially if they're like a vibrant, pretty vivid purple. I never feel like they transfer the same way on the eyes than how they do like in person or in swatch. So I'm really impressed, which is why I went with this palette, because I had a few other purples I was in between, and this one just looked, to me, looked the best. Really nice and vivid, and it blending so nicely into the first shade. Again, just making sure it's blending nicely into Sunkissed and Loungy. I'm now going to go in with a Smith 230 brush, which is like a little larger than this one. And I'm going to go over pretty much everything. And now I'm going to start really just blending it all up. And I'm only going halfway again. I'm not going all the way to the inner corner of the eye, just kind of right here. This is like really just up to you how much purple you want to add in there. I'm going to be going back in with my palette, and I'm going to be using the shade Palma right here, which is going to be that emerald blue shade. However, we're going to be using this base underneath. This is from Milani, and this is their Hypnotic Light number 5 base. So this one looks almost similar to Palma. It's a little more turquoise. It actually looks a little bit like Teal Me More from Dose. It's the perfect base for Palma because it's really going to make the color pop out, but you're gonna see when I add the purple on top of it and the corner, it like creates this like super dope color you guys are gonna love. I'm like so excited right now, and this coffee is really kicking in. I'm gonna use the little applicator it comes with, and then I'm gonna smooth it out with a different brush. I'm gonna pull the color almost into the purple as well. And I'm not really dipping back into the product just because I don't want to apply too much of the cream. Sometimes when you over apply cream, it can separate. So be very cautious of how much you put on. I just do one swipe, and then from there we're gonna pack Palma on top of it. I'm gonna grab this brush from Sigma. This is the Lip Line Precise. It works perfect for this technique. I'm gonna smooth it out in this area and kind of take it a little higher. I don't want to say you have to work fast with this product, but you definitely don't want to let it dry down because you do want the next color to stick on. So I'm going to go in now with Palma, and I'm now going to go ahead and just pack it right on top of that base. Pretty much about right there. And then now I'm going to go back in with that Midnight Chaos palette from NYX. I'm going to grab that purple shade, and we're going to pack it right over the corner. And this is actually one of my favorite parts because it starts to make it a little more neon. Look at that. It just like emphasizes the blue and the purple a lot more. It creates like a really cool blue purple shade. So now I'm going to go back in with the shade Sunkissed and this flat brush. I'm just going to add a little bit right on the inner part just to kind of fill in that area. I waited to do this till this part because I didn't want to over apply the color into that area. I'm going to go in next with the Nars Climax mascara before I apply my falsies, just to give my lashes a little bit of plump and fullness. This has actually been my go-to mascara since I received it because it is just so nice. It doesn't clump, and if you love a full lash but not like chunky, you are going to love this. And I'm really picky on mascaras, especially the formula and the brush. Like if the brush is not like tapered, I usually don't like it. Like if it's too stiff, I can't with it. Like it doesn't do anything for me. I'm gonna go in next with my Lilly lashes in the style Lyla. This is just a little fuller than Miami. This is kind of like Miami's sister. A little fuller, a little thicker. I like her though. She's been giving my eyes life lately. Glue is nice and tacky. I'm gonna go ahead and pop these on. I'm gonna grab Poquito Más, and we're gonna be adding this to the inner part of the eye, right here. Probably gonna add a little more as well, but I just wanna add it now before I forget. And I actually like it to touch Palma. It actually creates like a nice middle color. All right, so moving on to my skin, we're gonna do a little bit of skincare. I feel like I haven't done any kind of updated skincare products I've been using. So one I have been using lately is the Murad Revitalixir Recovery System. It's actually a new one that I think launched about like 3 weeks ago or so, but I've been using it ever since, and I really, really like this. My skin just feels super soft, radiant. As you guys know, serums penetrate deeper into the skin. There's active ingredients in there, so there's so many benefits from serums. And I pumped a little bit onto a palette, and I'm going in with this Sigma serum brush. So while I was traveling, if you follow me on Instagram, you will know that I was breaking out like crazy. I had like the worst breakout. It was only on this side of my face. Like I still have some leftover little zits, and this one still hasn't gone away. But it was so bad that even my esthetician couldn't figure out what happened or what was going on. I switched my pillowcases, I washed all my brushes, I did everything you could possibly imagine. I was avoiding like anything too sugary because sometimes that can break me out. I couldn't figure it out. I think it was from the traveling and stress and like deadlines and things I had to do that was causing the breakout. And I'm kind of glad I didn't film because my skin was not on its best behavior at all. In the vlog you guys are going to see in Cabo, you'll notice that right week before Cabo I was broken out and then it cleared up. I feel like maybe the tequila had something to do with it. Maybe tequila helped out. I believe it did. Tequila cures everything. I'm just saying. We're gonna move on to moisturizer. I'm gonna use another Murad product. This is the Nutrient Charged Water Gel. Again, I put some onto my palette, and I'm actually gonna use a different brush today. I'm actually gonna use a foundation brush for this. And this is also like another favorite day moisturizer of mine. And then for eye cream, I'm going to pop on some of my Hendrix Banana Bright Eye Cream. And I'm just going to use my ring fingers for this. Oh my god, please don't judge my nail, my broken nail. Some of it's still there. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and jump into foundation now. And today I'm going to be using the Double Wear. Look how little it is. This is the Estée Lauder Double Wear. This is actually a sample. I'm actually mixing two shades. This is in the shade 3W1.5 and 3W2, so Fawn and Cashew. I felt like Fawn was a bit too light, and I felt like Cashew's a bit too dark. So we're gonna mix them both together. I haven't been able to find my right shade, which is why I feel like I've never really played with this foundation much, but I hear it's amazing. Yeah, that looks good. All right, I'm gonna go in with my Fresh Beauty Blender, and I'm just gonna go ahead and pounce this onto the skin. Ooh, that looks really nice. So for contouring today, I'm going to go in with the Too Faced Born This Way Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer in the shade Chestnut to contour. We're going to do this pretty much on the perimeters of my face. It's just going to warm up my face, but it's also going to make illusions. More chiseled, snatched, smaller, bronzy. Like, there's a lot of good that happens from contouring. I personally like doing it with cream. I go through my phases. Some days I like more bronzer contour, and some days I like a legit like cream. Just go right underneath the cheekbone and then take it up. I'm gonna go ahead and start buffing this out with a kabuki brush, going right into my cheekbone area. I always like to blend up, get some more. And then for the forehead area, I'm going to press it on, and I'm also gonna work it back into my hairline. Let me put my mirror down actually. I'm going to go in now with two concealers. I'm going to go in first with the Colourpop No Filter in the shade Light 18, and then the MAC 24 Hour Wear Concealer in the shade NC 38. We're going to pretty much use the 38 to conceal and the 18 to brighten. I'm going to get that beauty blender and pounce right on top of that concealer just to blend it out. And then now for my nose, I'm going to use my same brush that I always use. This is my Dose of Colors large shading brush. It's like one of my favorite brushes ever. I think I've been using this for like 2 years. I just love it so much. And then now I'm going to go in with that Colourpop No Filter Concealer in the shade Light 18. And I'm going to add this right in the middle of the area. I'm going to go ahead and set my skin with the Colourpop No Filter Sheer Press Powder in the shade Light. I'm going to do this just underneath my eyes and in my T-zone areas. I'm not a fan of like too much powder because I do still go in with baking. So I just like to do a little bit, just boop, boop, boop on the areas I want. I'm going to go in next with this BH Cosmetics Brilliant Bronzer in the shade Beach Bronze. It's one of their newer bronzers that just came out. It's a really nice shade that I feel will give me a total bronze effect. I'm going to take this in and just kind of go over the areas I've already contoured. When I'm looking for a bronzer, I always look for something that is more warmer versus like ashy, because I've had bronzers in the past make me look like I have dirt on my face. You know, when they get kind of muddy. So I always look for something that has a little bit more of a warmer undertone. And I find that those always look the best with my skin tone. It goes a long way with this bronzer. Holy shit. Next, I'm going to go in with the new translucent powder. This is from Lawless Beauty. And this is their Seal the Deal Loose Powder in the shade Classic Translucent. I'm going to use this underneath of my eyes to just set everything. And I like this because it's got a little bit of color to it too. It's not like a white translucent color. We are really baking today. All right, so while we bake, I'm going to go back and finish off my under eyes. I'm going to go in with the NYX purple shade from the Midnight Chaos palette. We're going to actually really turn up the heat right now with this. I really want a dramatic under eye. And we're actually going to take it pretty low today. I normally stop right about there, but we're going to pack on the orange shade on top of that too. And this is actually, to me, like the perfect time to do the under eyes because there usually is a little bit of fallout from shadow during this part. So I like to bake for that reason. And that way when I'm done, I can just sweep it all off and then proceed with the rest of the makeup. I'm going to go now in with the shade Sunkissed and just go right underneath of the purple shade that I just applied. We're going to create kind of like a sunrise effect, attempt to create a sunrise effect. I'm going to take in now this Makeup Forever Artist Color Pencil in the shade Versatile Violet. This actually can be used on your brows, lips, eyes, pretty much anywhere, but we're going to do it today in the waterline. It's the closest thing to the purple eyeshadow. I've been really loving all the shades from this Artist Color Pencil collection. Even the lip liners, and you guys know, like I usually only use like the MAC lip liners. They are pretty amazing. Like I'm actually very impressed because the quality is really good on them and they last, and I feel like they have almost a little more pigment than the MAC ones. I hate to say that, but they are pretty impressive. I would definitely give them a shot if you guys are on the hunt for new like eyeliners or lip liners. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and dust it off. And normally I'm one that likes to actually press the powder into my skin, but in this case I felt it was best to dust it off. Okay, I'm thinking for my lips, I kind of want to do a really like glossy, wet lip. Very nude, but very wet. So let's do brillo. I'm feeling brillo today. All right, we're gonna go in with the LA Girl lip liner in the shade Bear. All right, I'm gonna grab a little bit of my foundation. I'm gonna pop a little bit of the KKW Beauty Nude one right in the center. So I'm gonna go in with brillo, and this is gonna give it the ultimate zhuzh to the lips. Ready? Oh yes. I'm gonna take in a little bit of the Jouer blush and use the shade Rose Petal. I need a little bit of blush to kind of just brighten up the look. And I like to do blush normally towards the end. It kind of just blends in the highlight and the bronzer together. And I always like to go a little bit across my nose and forehead just so there's a little bit of the blush throughout the skin. Alright guys, so that concludes this makeup tutorial. I hope you guys enjoyed learning how to achieve this look right here. It feels so good to be back, and I just can't wait to keep on creating more looks for you guys. So go ahead in the comments and send me any kind of requests you guys want to see. I know you guys want to see more videos with me and Sebastian. I mentioned to you guys that I'm going to start vlogging as well. But as far as makeup goes, do you guys, if there's any like particular looks to do, Halloween ideas, help me out because I love knowing what you guys want to watch. So with that being said, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. Hopefully it's not a month from now. Just kidding, I'm back.